How to wrap text around an image with Squarespace. Hey everyone and welcome, I hope you're all doing great. In this video I'll show you step by step how to do so. Firstly with the default editor, which is the Fluid editor. And then we also have the blogs section, because the blogs section acts as the default editor for Squarespace, which is the older one. And that one functions a little bit differently, especially when it comes to wrapping text around an image. It's not going to be the same idea. Now, you're probably familiar with this if you just click on edit on the Fluid editor, and let's just create a new section, a blank section. Adding an image and text wrapping around it is very simple, because you basically just drag and drop everything wherever you want it to be. For example, if you just click on add block, you can just add an image and really move it wherever you want it to be and resize it however you like. And then you can just click on the plus icon and upload file, or let's just select from stock images. I'm just going to use this one as an example and click on add. And this is going to add the image for you. You can feel free to click on edit to adjust it if you want. If you want, for example, to add an alt text and so on, you can feel free to do so. But then you can feel free to add your text around it, wrap it around very simply by just clicking on add block one more time from within the same section. Click on text, and then you can just feel free to move it exactly where you want it to be, as you can see here. And we can also change the aspect or the size for it. So let's just do this. Click on edit, and let's just add some sample text. Add some sample text in here. And obviously when it comes to size, you can feel free to make it a heading or a normal paragraph and just change the size for it. It's up to you. You can feel free to play around with the text and move them around if you want to. And you can see actually you can make it overlap if you want as well. So all of these options are available for you for the Fluid editor. It's very simple and easy to adjust and use. For example, you can really make them huge if you want. Or, you can, I changed the box instead of the actual text. And then you can just adjust it however you like. But this is pretty much very simple. So let's just go ahead and move on to the more confusing one, which is the one for the blogs or the default editor. If that's the case, you can just go ahead and go to a blog section. So I'm just going to go to pages. I don't really have it in the menu. Go to blog 1. And then you basically want to head on over to a blog post. This is not a blog post. This is going to also use the default or the Fluid editor. So we just want to go to the default post. So we can just click on that. For example, post 1. And then for the post, you are going to find some text. If you have an image, that's also fine. But the thing is, if you click on edit, for example, you're going to see the difference between the two. Because right now, instead of having a section, and within that section, it's going to say add block. Instead, if you want to add block, you're going to either add it on top or at the bottom of each block, you could say. So here we have header 1. And then if you want to add an image beneath, you can feel free to do so. If you want to just, you can click on this plus icon and so on. There's no add block on the corner of this entire section, which makes it a little bit difficult. So what do? Let's just say we want to add an image right after this paragraph. We can just go ahead and do so very simply by clicking on this plus icon. And then again, you can just feel free to click on image, which is, the basic blocks that are available. So this video is about wrapping text around an image. So we would want to add an image. And then again, just upload any image that you would like to use. So let's just select from library and use stock image. So I will be using this one. So you can just click on add image, and this is going to upload the image here for you. Give it a few seconds for it to load. And once it is fully loaded in, it's going to have the captions thing. We want to remove that. Just click on edit and remove the captions. So just go ahead and turn this off. If you want to change the file name or add some alt text, which I recommend that you do because it's going to make you more visible and improve your SEO, which is something that we all want. So anyways, regardless of this, we don't really want to click on the edit. You can see we can't really do much when it comes to wrapping text in this way, because it's just going to add the image by itself. Now, if you want to actually wrap text around this image, very simply just drag and drop it right on or left of the text. So if you just drag it with left click and move it upwards, you can actually see we have either lines. If it's a line, that means you're just going to move it on, top or bottom, basically like this. But if you see this square-ish or rectangle shape, that means this is going to wrap the text around it. So whether you wanted the image to be on the left or right side of the text. So let's just say left, for example. And you can actually see this is going to create this nice little wrap around the image. Not only that, but you can also feel free to resize the image if you want as well by just dragging this corner or these corners, either, making it smaller or larger. So you can again just drag it to the right side, for example, if you don't want it to be here, and it's going to wrap the text this way. If you want it to be underneath here, you can again just do it the same way. It's always going to be the same method, so just go ahead and play around with it and find the proper size and location for it and move it like that. And this is pretty much how to do it with the default editor for Squarespace. So hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.